Good morning, friends. Welcome back to Astrology Today and Tarot. My name is Mel Rose. This is the Tarot portion in the second half of my daily astrology vlog, which you can check out on my other channel, Astrology Today with Mel Rose. Over there, you'll find a description of the day's astrology as I've spelled it out here. Here I'm going to discuss, pardon me, here I will discuss the tarot card that sits on the side of the page, and then I'll play another card that, in the context of the day's astrology, may give us something more to think about. So let's get into it. The card that currently sits on the side of the page is the Seven of Cups, brand new, friends. And it's here because it corresponds in astrology with the last 10 days, or the third decan, of the sun's transit here in the land of Scorpio. Scorpio is a water element sign here, and cups are water element symbolism in the tarot. And water element symbolism is very much about our feelings and our intuitions, also about our imaginations, which is coming up a lot with all this Neptune involvement right now. And so, you know, what does it feel like when we feel something? What is the physical sensation that arise? What are the things that we imagine that come with the things that we feel? What questions do we have? What sort of conclusions do we draw? And so we come to the Seven of Cups, and this is very much about you know, thinking about choices, right? It's about having choices, and you know, about thinking about what choices, the choices that we have available to us, feel like to us. Okay, some choices we may idealize, and then find that when we take those choices, they're not what we thought they would be, or they can, you know, actually, you know, harbor some danger for us, while other choices may not look like so much fun to take, but you know, they have a benefit on the other side. So part of this is like, you know, which door are you going to choose, not necessarily knowing everything that's on the other side of the door. Okay, and there is you know, there's a danger that comes with you know, sort of dreaming about the choices that we have, making, you know, using our imagination to think about what we would desire for ourselves. Just that, you know, we can tend to fantasize about things, and, you know, having a fantasy about a thing, not really understand what the reality of that situation is. We can, you know, we can also engage in some sort of wishful thinking, you know, like I wish it were more like this, but you know, being wishful. I love to say this too, because people use the word should a lot, and to me, should is not a statement of reality. It's a statement of wishful thinking. It's literally like, I wish you would, or I wish they would, I wish it would. And so that's a statement of what we wish was happening, and not a statement of reality. So we have to be careful, okay, when we are saying that things should be one way or another, that, you know, we understand that we're saying that because that is not the reality of the situation. Okay, we need to be in radical acceptance of what is real right now, and from there use our imagination as to what we might choose for ourselves going forward. Okay, and I've gone ahead and shuffled these, but I'm going to go ahead and do it a couple more times. Thank you so much for being here. If you haven't, hit that subscribe button. Please go ahead and do it. Like the video, click the notifications bell. I'm here every day, and I really love sharing this content with you. Thank you so much for being here. And we got the Ace of Wands. Well, it was just a matter of time, friends. This card, you know, gave me about a week off, so I'm really happy about that. But the Ace of Wands, I love the Ace of Wands. Really, it is my friend and companion, and it's like a great big thumbs up. It's like the restlessness that comes when you see a golden opportunity and you just want to grab that baton and run with it. Okay, so yes, fire, spark, excitement, initiative, and there's a lot of this on the page right now anyway. Partially due to how active Uranus is in our charts right now. Uranus has been in Taurus for a while, will be in Taurus for a while, currently retrograde, okay? So really shaking up our experience of the physical world, shaking up our experience of being able to sort of get and maintain the stuff and things we like, for our sense of stability and security, for our sense of being supported in the world. Uranus has just been like, yeah, we know you like it this way. We're going to do it this way. You know, we know you like to have this thing, but we're going to ask you if you'd like to try this thing instead. So that's really very much been the vibe for the last few years, which you can tell just in, you know, if you've ever ordered anything online. But also, you know, Uranus is in opposition right here to these three personal planets of ours. So that's the sun, that's our sort of how we shine out in the outer life, how people, you know, how we come to the work, social, and civic sphere, how we come to the public life, and what we experience there, experiencing shakeups and changes there. Mercury is there. That's how we think, our rational mind, our ability to plan and communicate. We're experiencing some shakeups there. Some changes are coming up, you know, in our ability to do that. And then Venus is here too, also opposite to Uranus. And Venus is our receptive, loving heart. It's how we attract what it is that we desire, how we pull in what we want rather than going after it like Mars does. We sort of sit back and be as attractive to whatever it is that we desire. And that can be attention and affection. It can be gifts, compensation, whatever it is that, we feel we are due. Venus is trying to draw that in for us. Those are very personal aspects of our own lives, each of us, okay? So experiencing a lot of shakeup and change, and Uranus is about wanting to do things differently, giving us new opportunities, and it's supposed to be exciting, okay? And sometimes we can't tell the difference between like good exciting and bad exciting. Sometimes our brains don't really know the difference between like, this is distressing, this is anxiety provoking, or hey, this is a really good opportunity. Sometimes all of that feels the same. Sometimes, the opportunities we have are also, distressing and anxiety provoking. So even if it's a happy change, stress is stress, friends, okay? So keep that in mind. And, the Ace of Wands really advises that when you see that golden opportunity, when you have that chance to make the shift or change that Uranus is asking of you at this time, that Pluto is also asking of you. These two have been trying to one another for some time, saying, hey, these changes and transformations are coming. Why not make the very best of them? And then, all three of those planets are also sextile to Pluto right now, saying, look, I'll even work with you. I'll allow things to come up for you, from the recesses, things that you thought you had left behind, things that you thought you had been able to forget about, maybe stuff you thought you had already processed, or just stuff you had forgotten to process, right? Pluto's like, I'm gonna give you the recall of those things in such a way that you can integrate them and talk about them and make them, not problems, not sore subjects, but actually strengths and actually, tools for your own personal advancement. So a lot of change, a lot of excitement, a lot of new opportunities coming up. You may not even know what opportunities are coming your way at this time. Please be keeping your eyes peeled, okay? And just, if it feels like a heck yeah, okay? If it feels like a heck yeah, that's what I want. Go ahead and grab that stick and run with it, okay, friends? And take them together with the Seven of Cups. All right, so I was saying, when you get that golden opportunity, right? So in the meantime, here we are imagining all of these golden opportunities that we have. And Neptune is retrograde in Pisces down here, giving us real clarity when it comes to our intuition, clarity when it comes to our sense of connection to others, clarity when it comes to our sense of connection to the spirit world. Just we know what we're thinking, we know what we're dreaming about, we know what our imagination is telling us at this time, we know what we would like to be creating at this time, okay? And so these choices are becoming, of the the panoply of choices that we might make with our imagination. A few of them are starting to become clear as perhaps options for opportunities. Not every good-looking option that we have to consider with our imaginations right now is going to turn out to be the golden opportunity, right? Not everyone is going to turn out to be like that heck yeah too, you know. So when you've got some options arising, sort of culminating into possibilities and opportunities, you really have to pay attention to how they feel to you. Okay, so perhaps I thought my dream was to have this certain kind of automobile, or I thought my dream was to have this certain kind of house, and then I got into that situation, and definitely this has happened to me in my life. I got into that situation and thought, and I found out, okay, this is not ideal, right? And what I'm pointing to is that it's possible that, when I was making that choice, because I thought it was something that I wanted, because I had told myself it was something that I wanted, that I had believed that it was something that I wanted, that would help me, help me feel more creative, help me feel more capable of connecting with other people. And then, I got what I wanted, and there's a moment where, okay, once again, I have had my phone cut out on me while I was recording, and so I just want to go back and say very quickly that the point that I'm trying to make is that, sometimes we'll be presented with an option that we think is a good opportunity. It's something we would have wished for, but when we get to that point, when the opportunity arises for us, then it doesn't feel like the whole heck yeah, okay? And if it doesn't feel like a whole heck yeah, maybe it's like something you thought that you would have wanted, but then all of a sudden you don't feel very excited about it, or you feel a matter of trepidation about it, okay? It's okay to feel that trepidation, and it's also okay to miss the boat, to say, I thought this was what I wanted, but it wasn't. And sometimes, the universe is funny that way. When you turn down the thing that you thought you might have wanted, but it didn't excite you in the moment, the thing that you really wanted and that does excite you in the moment will show up. Go for the option that excites you when it arises, okay? Don't just take something because it sounds good. Don't talk yourself into something that is not going to leave you feeling expressed, connected, capable of creating and connecting with others. All right. Thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate your presence. My name is Mel Rose, and I'll see you all back here tomorrow for more Astrology Today and Tarot.